Okay, what I'm doing is I'm showing you this. So first thing you got to do is you got to open up, go to your classroom, Google Classroom, and download that file that I left on there that said, that says Puzzle Cube Box Illustrator. Download that. That's this right here. If you look here, once I've opened it up, I basically have 3 layers here. If the layers tab's not open here, go to Windows, Layers. Turn it on. I'm going to shut it off here, then I'll turn it back on to show you again. So Layers. Now, this layer is the one that's going to be on right now. So if I try to do anything inside of here, you'll see how there's a little circle with a line through it because I can't do anything. No matter what I click, I can't do anything. I have to come down here, select this box one right down here. So highlight it, make sure it's selected by going to this side and clicking there. Now you'll see how there's a plus by, or like an asterisk means I can actually draw. A lot of you will not have this ruler opened. If the ruler's not open, you need to open that up by going to View, Rulers. I'm going to hide my ruler. Now you'll see this is how yours will look. So View, Rulers, Show Rulers, opens it up. Now if this is not inches, it might be points, it might be millimeters, it might be centimeters. Right mouse click on this to make sure that this is set to inches. That makes it easier for you to set up your box. Now, once I've done that, there's 2 ways I can actually create my box. Something else too, in terms of, so if I move my the mouse wheel on the mouse, the middle mouse there, if I go up and down, I can go up and down. If I hold the Alt key down and I move the wheel, it'll go zoom in and out. If I hold the Control key down, it'll move it left and right. Okay, so Control for left, right, Alt for in and out, and nothing for up and down. So let me zoom back there a little bit. So now once I've got that, I'm ready to start actually drawing. So I'm going to come to, I can use this tool or I can use the line tool to draw my box. Now I'm going to use the pen tool just to kind of show you. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. I click once, let go of the mouse button, drag, so it goes straight across. I can go to, let's go to 2.25. Again, this is a little tougher to do, but there I'm able to do it. I can drag down, let's go 1.25 here. Again, you can see it's a little tougher to sometimes get the exact number, but it does work. Another way that I can use, if I use this tool right here, makes it a little easier. Zoom in here. I make sure that when I click, you'll see how boom, it lightens up and it says anchor. See how it says anchor right there? I want to make sure that I click on that. So if I come over here, you'll see it says anchor right there. I click there. Now I type in a 0 here. Going to the right is 0. Going up is 90. 180 to the left, and 270 is going to be going down. But I want to go 0, and I'm going to say, let's go 2.25. I hit OK. It just drew a line that's 2.25. Now, on our laser engraver, see the green line right there in the middle there? That's where the laser engraver is actually going to cut. It doesn't care about the black line. The black line is just for you to see. I can do a lot of different things with that black line, which I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to come back over to this point here, make sure it's on the anchor. Go up to 90. Type in 90 to make sure it's exact, and I'm going to go up 1.25. And that's kind of how to do it. Now, if let's say I make another line down here, and I want to go down to go 0, go 270, and we'll say 1.25 is fine. And let's say that's my dashed line. So I'm going to select that line there, come up to this area here. I'm going to change the color of that line. Let's make it a pink, and I'm also going to change the size of that line. Make it 0.25 there. You'll see that way it's very little, and when you actually print it out, it won't be so dark and it'll be hard to see. And that's kind of, if you want to use, maybe even use a yellow or something like that, might even be better. But at least then you know where it is, but it's hard to see, so it'd be hidden. I would change all of my my fold lines. This is a fold line. Let's call that a fold line. We'll change all the fold lines to a light color like that and make sure the stroke pattern here is 0.25 there. You can keep these big, and we're going to cut those off, but it's okay. If you want to make them a little smaller, you can, but it's fine the way they are. The size 1 point is fine. I'm okay with that. So it's kind of how you do a little bit inside Illustrator. Now, once I've finished my Illustrator, I'm done with my box. Oh, actually, let me show you one more thing. I want to bring in now a picture. Okay, so to bring in a picture, I go to File, I go to Place, I find my picture that I want to bring in this one right here. And notice how it's pretty big, so again, Alt key to zoom back. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to grab that corner. So I've clicked my Select tool, make sure that's selected. I go to the corner here, I hold the Shift key down as I make it bigger and smaller. Otherwise, if I don't, it might look like that. We don't want to do that. We want to keep the perspective. So click on it, hold the Shift key down, so now if my mouse is up here, it still does that. It doesn't come up like that, which I don't want it to do. So I'm going to make it the size I want to make it. There I go. Now I'm going to go to the corner here. See how it turns into a rotation kind of thing? Start rotating. You notice how right now it's really tough to get it exactly the vertical that I want to do it. So if I hold the shift key down, it will actually snap in every 45 degrees. You see that? So I can set it up there, put it where I want it, and I'm good to go. So that's how you file, place to bring in graphics. If I want to do text, I've got the text tool here. Click on the text tool, draw a line, type in there we go. If I don't like the size of it, if I want to change the type, I highlight it here. I go to character, click on character up here. I can change this height, the size of it. Once it's highlighted, I can go to 24. Make it. I can change it. I don't know. I can change the font to something else here. We'll go that one. I can change this to bold here. Well, actually, that font doesn't have a bold, but it still looks pretty bold anyhow. Once I'm done with that, if I want to rotate it, again, I go to I choose my select tool. I select this. I go to the corner, hold the shift key down, so it goes like this. If I don't like the size of it, I can make it bigger so it fits across. Well, it's not rotating there. I've got to actually do a different tool to do that, I think. Let me create a line here. Then go to this text, hold the mouse button down and go type along path. Click on this line right there, and then type in let's go over here actually. Let me type along path here. Grab this path up there. I don't like where it's starting, so I'm going to move it over actually. Grab my selection tool, move this up there, and now I can type along the path. There we go. So now that's on that angle. I didn't realize it was going to. You can do either side. You can flip it around by if I zoom in here, I click on this button here, I can grab this right here. Flip it around like that. See how I grab that? I can flip it up and down directions. I can move it back and forth by grabbing this one right in the middle here. I can make this longer if I wanted to. Say it wasn't long enough, I can make it longer, make it bigger if I want to. There's a lot of different things I can do with it, but I'm not real concerned. I just want to show you that. Final thing we got to do is print. So click File, click Print, and now you're going to have to ask me to put in a cardstock in there because I got to be able to put the cardstock in and get the printer already because it doesn't automatically know that it needs cardstock or it's going to be cardstock. The thing then you're going to click on Setup down here. Actually, hold on. Come up here, choose the correct printer. So in this case, it's the LH0002 color. Hit Setup, hit Continue, hit Preferences here because you'll see it's the right printer. So we have Preferences. The main thing we have to change is in here, just this first button, the first screen that comes up. Click on this button right here. Go to Select Tray, and we're going to choose Manual Select. Hit Yes. It's just saying, are you sure you want to do this? Hit OK. Hit Print, and then now I would hit Print once the paper is loaded in the manual feed. I'm going to hit Done. Once I hit Done, it actually does remember those, so it should automatically remember that stuff, and so forth. Okay. If you have any questions, please ask. Otherwise, have fun.